Now, on Saturday, a month after 33-year-old Sarah Everard was kidnapped and murdered in London, women's rights protesters marched in London's Parliament Square against the lack of any official action taken for women's safety. The protesting women shouted slogans highlighting the critical treatment of women by men. They held banners that read, "This is not consent, don't rape and I am not an object."
Very sad for me to see women in their 20s who are holding signs saying that they feel unsafe walking the streets at night in 2021. And that seems to me like it should be an urgent matter for public safety. Whether or not I think that the government are listening to our protest today, I wish I could have a more positive response to that.
Sexual and non-sexual aggression against women has become one of the most pressing issues in Britain ever since Everard's disappearance and subsequent murder. On the 3rd of March, she was reported missing while returning home in South London. A few days later, on the 12th of March, her body was discovered in Ashford, 90 kilometres off London. People in London held a vigil in Sarah Everard's memory. Hundreds gathered near the spot where she was last seen. The vigil, however, saw police backlash. The police pinned down scores of women and even handcuffed a few when they refused to disperse. London's Metropolitan Police says that the vigil broke COVID-19 lockdown rules. An independent watchdog backed the police claims and said that the action was appropriate and cleared the police of any wrongdoing. The protest comes as the UK proposed a new law that would give the police extra powers to curb protests. Multiple rallies have been planned across Britain as part of a national weekend of action against the proposed law. Known as the Police Crime Sentencing in Courts Bill, this law would toughen measures that the officers can take to disperse demonstrations. It includes imposing time and noise limits. Campaigners and activists fear that the bill would be used to curb dissent. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.